besides being athletes from different sports who are examples of longevity in their careers. Roger Federer and Virat Kohli are two successful businessmen who know how to enjoy their fortunes. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a fierce battle between Virat Kohli and Roger Federer. Both athletes are completely passionate about beautiful vehicles, but who spends more money on luxury cars? Roger Federer, for example, has already been seen in a Mercedes-Benz V-Class, a huge car capable of offering a lot of space and ergonomics for all passengers inside the vehicle. And to enjoy this comfortable Mercedes car, you may need to invest around $85,000. He has also appeared in a commercial using a Mercedes GL 500, a huge car that can cost around $140,000. Another car he has seen is a Mercedes-AMG GLE 63, an SUV with a modern and robust design whose price can exceed $100,000. From another brand, Roger has been seen with a Range Rover Vogue, a vehicle that combines refinement and sophistication with versatility, being a great option for those who like spacious cars with good performance. And the price of a new one of this model can cost around $115,000. When he wants more speed, he can enjoy his Mercedes-AMG GT, a beautiful sports car made for those who like speed. The vehicle is capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds, and this probably justifies its price, which is around $130,000. Upping the price, Roger can also ride his Mercedes-AMG G63, a Mercedes super SUV equipped with a beautiful engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. And maybe that's why it costs around $155,000. The most expensive car Roger Federer has ever exhibited is a Mercedes SLS AMG Roadster, a very luxurious convertible car. The vehicle is equipped with an impressive engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, and it is no wonder that depending on the year and model, its price can exceed $230,000. In his garage, Virat Kohli has a few practical motorcycles. TVS Sport 2013 STD valued at $480. TVS Sport BS, which costs around $770. Hero Impulse estimated at $870. Suzuki Access 125 for $1.1 thousand. Hero Charisma ZMR for $1.3 thousand. Hero Extreme 200R for $1.6 thousand. Ampere Primus electric scooter from $1.7 thousand. Hero Expulse 200T for $1.8 thousand. And even a Honda XR $2.9 thousand. When it comes to cars, Virat Kohli has been spotted with a variety of luxury vehicles, such as a Renault Duster $15,000, Willys Jeep $40,000, Toyota Fortuner $50,000, Audi A6 for $58,000, Audi Q7 for $64,000, Audi Q8 for $75,000, Audi RS5 from $76,000, Audi RS5 Coupe for $79,000, Audi Q8 e-tron for $84,000, Land Rover Vogue for $110,000, Audi RS7 for $120,000, Audi A8 W12 Quattro for $137,000, and the Audi R8 V10 plus $158,000. One of the most expensive cars he was photographed with is a Bentley Flying Spur, a car packed with sophisticated features that reaches an impressive 200 miles per hour top speed. And to give you an idea of the price, a vehicle like this costs around $200,000. Another car on the same level as the one he seems to have is a Lamborghini Gallardo, a fast vehicle equipped with a V10 engine, capable of attracting attention wherever it goes, and which, depending on the year and version, can cost more than $200,000. The athlete also has a Bentley Continental GT, a sophisticated car from the renowned Bentley luxury car brand. The interior of the vehicle is finished to the highest standard and, of course, it is equipped with a very powerful engine. And it's no wonder that this car can cost upwards of $220,000. Kohli also owns an Audi R8 LMX, an exclusive sports car that stands out for being one of the most powerful versions created by the German car manufacturer Audi. The car is equipped with a V10 engine that delivers 570 horsepower and is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. And because it's a limited edition vehicle, its price is around $280,000. And because he owns more expensive vehicles, Virat Kohli wins this round. Point for him. When it comes to investing in a good place to live, both athletes are very sophisticated. But which of them has the most expensive property? Virat Kohli, for example, has acquired a very luxurious property in the city of Gurgaon, India. The luxurious architectural mansion is situated on a 5,300 square foot plot and has a built-up area of 10,000 square feet, which stands out for its contemporary works of art and geometric structures that make it an even more sophisticated place to live. Among the amenities of this residence are a living room with a glass wall, a dining area for 8 people, an elegant bar for get-togethers, a cozy family room with a TV, and a pool area for leisure days. And to acquire this property, Virat Kohli had to spend a real fortune. According to some sources, he spent the equivalent of more than $9,607,000 on the place. Meanwhile, Roger Federer likes to invest in vertical properties, proof of which is that he bought a penthouse in the Le Rêve building, a super sophisticated skyscraper in Dubai. This is one of the most exclusive towers in the city, with a stunning view of the sea. The apartments in this building are all very luxurious, with large rooms surrounded by large floor-to-ceiling windows that provide excellent natural lighting. And according to some sources, the tennis player had to invest the princely sum of £13 million in this apartment, or the equivalent of almost $17 million. And for owning a more luxurious property, Roger Federer wins this round. Points for him. The two businessmen lead ostentatious lives, but who spends the most when it comes to shopping? Roger Federer, for example, has been spotted with beautiful watches, such as $40,000 Rolex Day-Date Rose Gold, $45,000 Rolex Day-Date Rose Gold, $60,000 Rolex Skydweller Rose Gold, $75,000 Rolex Daytona Platona, $76,000 Rolex Day-Date Platinum, $86,000 Rolex Daytona Orange, $120,000 vintage Rolex Daytona. Virat Kohli also invests in watches, such as Panerai Luminor 1950 GMT for $7.3 thousand, Santos de Cartier Green Dial for $8.4 thousand, Rolex Deep Sea Dweller for $11.4 thousand, Rolex Oyster Perpetual Green for $12 thousand, Rolex Datejust Blue Dial for $12.5 thousand, Rolex Datejust Wimbledon for $14 thousand, Rolex Oyster Perpetual Tiffany Dial for $15 thousand, Rolex Submariner Starbucks for $17 thousand, Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi for $22 thousand, Hublot Classic Fusion Aerofusion for $28 thousand, Rolex Submariner Yellow Gold for $31.6 thousand, Rolex Daytona Black Dial Oyster Steel for $32 thousand, Rolex Daytona Panda for $35 thousand, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore Chronograph for $35.6 thousand, Rolex Yachtmaster Black Dial and Rose Gold for $38 thousand, Rolex Skydweller Eve Rose Gold for $46 thousand, Rolex Day-Date in White Gold for $48 thousand, Rolex Cosmograph Daytona Yellow Gold for $55 thousand, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Blue Dial for $77 thousand, Rolex Daytona John Mayer Dial for $90 thousand, Patek Philippe Aquanaut Blue Dial for $110 thousand, Patek Philippe Nautilus Moonphase for $113 thousand, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Extra Thin in Rose Gold for $118 thousand, Patek Philippe Aquanaut Rose Gold for $126 thousand, Rolex Daytona Platinum Ice Blue Dial for $128 thousand, Patek Philippe Aquanaut Orange Strap for $135 thousand, Audemars Piguet Double Balance Wheel Open Work for $140 thousand, Patek Philippe Nautilus Flyback Chronograph for $143 thousand, Audemars Piguet Perpetual Calendar crafted in platinum for $186 thousand, Patek Philippe Nautilus Rose Gold Chocolate Dial for $190 thousand, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Yellow Gold for $200 thousand, Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar Green for $230,000. And even a Rolex Daytona Rainbow in rose gold, an elegant accessory that is among the most colorful and sophisticated modern watches. Among the eye-catching features is the fact that this piece is set with up to 47 sapphires, as well as being brilliant cut on the straps and crown guards with another 56 diamonds. That's probably why this modern accessory costs between $500,000 and $700,000. In addition to this impressive collection, Virat Kohli also has personalized watches, such as a Tissot Chrono XL Classic and a skeleton concept Virat Kohli. In other words, Virat Kohli wins this round. The two businessmen like to travel in modern aircraft, but who has the most luxurious jet at their disposal? Roger Federer, for example, is an ambassador for one of the world's largest air cab companies and can therefore enjoy excellent jets, such as the Bombardier Global 600, one of the largest and most modern jets in the world. Its interior has the capacity to carry up to 18 passengers in great comfort, offering an excellent flying experience. To get an idea of the price, to acquire a new aircraft of this model, it may be necessary to spend more than $60 million, but probably Roger Federer should not spend a cent. Kohli has already shared photos of himself of a Cessna 680 Citation Sovereign, a modern and luxurious corporate jet. The interior of the aircraft has a maximum capacity of up to 12 passengers and offers all the comforts of a medium-sized business jet. To get an idea of the price, you can find an aircraft of this model costing an average of $7.4 million. And it is speculated that Virat Kohli owns the jet of this model that he used, but if the star opted only to rent it, he may have paid around $5,000 per flight hour. Considering that Virat Kohli owns his own jet, he wins this round. Score 1. Both athletes have lived in many luxurious properties, but who has the most impressive real estate portfolio? In the coastal town of Alabog, Virat Kohli bought a luxury vacation villa in the Awas Village area in 2022. The property is 2,000 square feet, with plenty of amenities for Virat and his family. The cleanly designed living room has high ceilings, while the kitchen is integrated into the dining area. The residence has a total of 4 bedrooms, as well as a living room surrounded by large windows and beautiful balconies for relaxing. The outdoor space has lots of greenery and a lush lawn, with a 400-foot-long swimming pool and lounge areas. It's not known how much the luxury property cost, but the residences in Awas Village go for around $1,260,000. The most expensive property he owns in the town of Alabog is an 8-acre farm where he spent his quarantine, which is valued at around $2.4 million. But the luxury properties don't end there. He has lived, for example, in the Rahaja Legend building in Worli, a skyscraper that has units with panoramic views of the city and offers many other amenities to residents, such as a leisure area with a huge swimming pool, an entertainment space with various types of games for fun, a sports court, a children's play area, a pet park, and even a football pitch. Although there are no records of the unit in which Virat Kohli lived, it is known that the player paid $18,000 a month for the place. Virat Kohli also seems to have owned a flat in the Versova area, which allegedly cost him $1.2 million. But the most expensive flat he owned in the city was a unit in the Onkar 1973 skyscraper, located in Worli, one of Mumbai's most sought-after areas. With an area of 3,000 square feet, the place has living rooms with ample space to relax, a formal dining area, an elegant office, and 4 bedrooms with breathtaking views of the area at the residents' disposal. Outside, there are charming verandas where you can dine al fresco. In addition to all this, the complex also has many luxuries, with a beautiful social area in front of an infinity pool, a tennis court, and an exquisite restaurant. Virat Kohli bought this property in 2016, paying an estimated $4 million, but in 2018 he disposed of the flat. Roger Federer is not far behind. He owns a glass-fronted mansion that was built from scratch in 2014 on 1.5 acres of land, more than enough space to meet all his and his family's needs. Although there are not many records of what it looks like inside, looking at the photos of the project you can imagine how luxurious it must be inside. And it's no wonder that the property is valued at around £6.5 million. Still in his home country, it is speculated that he has several other properties. Some sources say that he owns a house in Valbella in Switzerland, a quiet place where he can spend his weekends in privacy. It is also speculated that he has also built another property in Lenzerheide in Switzerland, an alpine valley well known for being a ski vacation destination. According to sources, the tennis player purchased the land in 2008 for about $12 million. Considering the sum of the property prices, Roger Federer wins this round. Point for the tennis player. As well as being successful athletes, they also have other great sources of income. But who has the best businesses? Virat Kohli, for example, invests his fortune in businesses with which he has an affinity. The Indian professional football club FC Goa, the social network Sport Convo, the UAE Royals professional tennis team, the insurance startup Digit Insurance, the food company Blue Tribe, powerboat racing team Blue Rising Team, and the gaming platform Galactus Funware Technology. One of the companies in which he has invested the most is Chisel Fitness, a chain of gyms in which he has spent $11 million. But the star's business endeavors aren't just limited to investments. In 2014, Kohli signed a partnership with Universal Sportsbiz to launch their own fashion brand. In 2016, he teamed up with Stepathlon Lifestyle to launch Stepathlon Kids. And in 2017, he teamed up with Puma to launch his own clothing brand, called 18. Another sector in which he has become involved is gastronomy, having already opened Nueva, as well as 18 Commune, a chain of trendy bar restaurants. Virat Kohli is also among the most influential athletes in the world. On his Instagram, for example, he has more than 260 million followers, making him one of the 15 most followed people in the world. Among the main companies that have already invested in his image on social media are Mobile Premier League, HSBC, Duraflex, among many others. In all, it is estimated that Virat Kohli endorses more than 30 brands, which earns him several $million every year. Roger Federer, on the other hand, also owns very lucrative businesses. For example, he owns Team 8, a sports marketing agency that manages athletes and tennis championships. Federer is also a shareholder in On Running, a multinational sports clothing and accessories company, where he has launched his own line of shoes, called the Roger. To get an idea of values, it is speculated that just the 3% Federer owns of the company is equivalent to almost $300 million after it went public. And because it's difficult to determine which of them has the most lucrative businesses, we're going to consider this round a draw. Points for both. There's no doubt that both athletes have made a lot of money during their glittering careers. But who has amassed the biggest net worth? Starting with cricketer Virat Kohli. As with other sports, the athlete's earnings from cricket have also increased with his development. In his initial contract in 2008 with Royal Challengers Bangalore, rumors suggested that he was paid an estimated $14,400 a year. By 2011, he was believed to be earning around $984,000 a year. By 2014, his annual salary had risen to $1.5 million, and currently, some sources estimate that the player earns around $2 million a year. And although these are good figures, it's far from all the money he receives. That's because as a world-famous athlete, Virat Kohli has earned large sums thanks to his other sources of income. Between 2017 and 2018, for example, he is believed to have earned a whopping $24 million. In 2020, Forbes magazine ranked him as the 66th highest paid athlete in the world, earning more than $26 million that year. In 2022, some rumors suggest that he earned around $22 million, including salaries and endorsements. And although no one knows for sure the value of the athlete's total fortune, some sources estimate that Virat Kohli's net worth is $70 million, while other portals propose that his fortune easily exceeds $120 million. Roger Federer, on the other hand, has also made a lot of money as a tennis player. Since he turned pro in 1998, it is estimated that he has earned about $130 million. Although this is a lot of money to most people, it is a very small amount compared to the size of his actual fortune, because Roger Federer has made a lot more money off the tennis court than he has actually played. According to some sources, most of Federer's fortune comes from sponsorship from various companies, an amount that represents more than 90% of all the money he has ever earned during his career. To get a sense of the figures, it is estimated that his Nike sponsorship alone earned him around $10 million a year. But nothing compares to the value of his contract with Uniqlo, a multinational from Japan that is one of the largest fashion companies in the world. According to some sources, the tennis player has signed a 10-year contract with the company, worth $30 million a year, for a total of $300 million over the entire period. It is no wonder that Roger is always present in the list of the best-paid athletes in the world, and that in 2020 he will reach the top of the ranking, with estimated earnings of $106 million before taxes. And it is no wonder that Roger Federer also has a fortune estimated at around $600 million. In other words, Roger Federer wins this final round. At the end of this fight, we have 4 points for Virat Kohli against 4 points for Roger Federer, making it a draw. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel Dios to satisfy your curiosity.